Oh, hey guys, big ol' welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about some maintenance with the trucks. We're going to be doing maintenance with the trucks. You're going to see the International again. We're also going to be making our own CB antenna mounting brackets because the ones that we have for the Freightliners just keep breaking. We get them from Amazon, and frankly I'm tired of spending money on them. So without further ado, let's get back to the live action. Alright guys, so basically this is what we're working with. These CB mounts, they just like snap off right there in those little corners, and it literally is about one a month. So 20 bucks for one of those times every once a month starts to add up. So we're gonna make our own. Got this template drawn up. It's the same shape as that one. This is a little bit wider than this piece of metal, but we're just gonna basically start here. Trim some of the end off here because we don't really need that much space, and we'll leave it filled in here so it's more sturdy. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this bolt, we're gonna drill a hole through it, we're gonna tighten it down nice and tight, and then we're gonna put some spot welds around it so it holds nice and tight. And we're gonna have our own little CB radio antenna mount that's not gonna break, because this stuff is just some light aluminum that is not good. So stick with me for the process. We're gonna try to bang 4 of them out. Here we go. Alright guys, so we have our plates cut out here, sanded down a bit. We're going to take it over to the truck and try to see if these fit in the mirror brackets there. So if they don't, we'll have to sand it back down a little bit. But if they do fit, we will start drilling some holes here and here to mount them. One here to put those big bolts through there and keep on moving. So basically this is where these things mount, and they just keep breaking off here and here, and really it's not that the antennas are getting caught up and stuff. I think it's just the amount of wind resistance pushing the antennas back. It's just too much for these things. They're light aluminum. You can see how flimsy it is when I just push on it. So we're gonna take this one off, and we're gonna put our plate that we just made here. We're gonna see if that fits in there. It might be a little too thick, so we might have to trim it. We're gonna find out. So we'll see you there. Alright guys, so as you can see, plate fits in there pretty well. So next step we're gonna have to do is take this plate here and this bracket, we're gonna sit it on top, and we're basically just gonna drill those existing holes right there and there. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to drill a hole on that plate, and that big bolt that you saw earlier, I'm gonna just stick that through there, tighten the nut down on that bolt, and then we're gonna do a couple of spot welds around it. We're not gonna weld the whole thing, but we're gonna make sure it's nice and tight. We'll put some Loctite in there, put a couple spot welds so that thing doesn't come out, and then basically we're just gonna give this thing a little bit of a paint job so it doesn't rust, and we're going to come back and put these on the trucks. So we will see you there. Guys, we're a couple days in with these, and this is about the 3rd run that this truck's taken with these CB mounts on it, and It's a little bit more sturdy than the other ones were. The ones that you get, the brand new, when you push on them, they would flex a little bit, and these aren't moving at all. Not saying I'm a professional or anything at this, but what I'm saying is what I made here works pretty well. So if you want any, drop them in the comments below, and I'll link up with you and get some sent out to you if you do want some. It's better than spending 20 bucks every month, 2 months, 3 months, however often you're breaking them. So got our co-pilot here with us today. We're in New Jersey, so see you guys for the next thing. Quick poll for you guys, Home Depot or Lowe's? I'm a Home Depot guy. Drop it in the comments below. So it's been like 3 weeks since you guys have seen this thing last. I had to put you down for a second. Oh, no, we're good. But like I said, it's been about 3 weeks since you've seen this thing last. And one of the comments below, when I was asking about the Jake brake, was saying that this thing might not have one. I believe that. Did some research, and there is no wiring on top of these valve covers. Pretty sure when there's a Jake brake, the whole assembly should be on top of those with a bunch of wires going into it. So drop it in the comments below. Let me know how easy it is to put a Jake brake on one of these things, and if there's any affordable kits for these things, because I will do it for you and show an install video if I have enough interest in it. I mean, I kind of want to hear this thing scream. So, you know, I'm kind of on the fence about doing it anyways, but drop in the comments below. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Next project up, we're going to be replacing these brake lights and reverse lights for some LEDs. There are some pretty old ones. They also need some wiring work, and so we're going to be pulling those out, putting new ones in, and doing some wiring. So I'll see you there for the time lapse. So guys, we have the pipe separated from the downpipe here, and this is what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see it in there, but there is some rainwater. So we're gonna be cutting the top of that. I know I'm probably gonna get some hate for this, but we're gonna be cutting the top of that and just putting a rain flap on that. I like those better anyways. You'll see in one of my later videos how much I like those things. But yeah, so next thing we're gonna do is try to dump some of that water out, and then we're probably gonna pull that pipe off and cut it and put a rain flap on it. So I'll see you there. Well guys, I messed up. Got this 4-inch rain flap, or as I like to call them, tractor flap, from Tractor Supply this morning before I measured, because I was already out, so I just figured I'd grab one. This exhaust is actually a 5-inch, so we were giving her the bucket treatment for now until that rain flap, tractor flap comes in. We'll put that on there. We've also got an exhaust leak coming out right here. I ordered a 5-inch exhaust band so I can tighten that up so it doesn't leak there anymore. I'm not going to redo this whole exhaust system because, let's face it guys, I'm not going to put thousands of dollars into this. It's not really going to be a show truck or anything like that. Just trying to make it work. Along those lines, pretty much one of the last things that we've got to really do with this truck is work on these headlights. So for some reason, when the low beams are on, this one illuminates and this one illuminates. So it's like crisscrossed. And when the high beams are on, it's the same thing, but just backwards. This one illuminates and this bottom one over here illuminates. So we might have to just switch the wires around, because I think that's what somebody else did with it. So we'll have to do that. And then I'm also looking for the bezel, the headlight bezel that goes around here. Can't really find them online at all. So if anyone knows where I can find them, I need both of them. And whatever other mounting stuff went in here, looks like it's pretty torn apart as it is. So we might just have to do some redneck engineering to get that to work. But like I said, if anyone can source those bezels for me, I would appreciate it, because I cannot find them anywhere. A couple more updates with this thing. I know one of the small things I told you a problem was when I got this was this mirror. I did not record myself fixing it, because honestly it just took 2 seconds. This nut down here was loose and this nut up here was loose right there, sorry. So basically I just tightened those both up, and now this thing is pretty nice and sturdy now. Just gotta adjust it a little bit so we can see if it's gonna loosen up for me. And right there is about good. Spin this guy a little bit. And that is about perfect. So that's another one of those little things that we had to get fixed, which is now fixed. It really took like 5 seconds. All right, guys, next thing on our agenda is we're going to be replacing that drain valve with this drain valve right here. It's one of those just on-off ball valves. I hate these type of drain valves. I actually did this on my white Freightliner day cab already. Forgot the video of that. But I'm going to do it to this truck, and then I'm also going to do that to my sleeper truck. So we'll get to it. Alright guys, so that one's replaced. Off means it's closed, on means it's open. So we're going to walk around. I think you saw how much water was in that. We're going to walk around and check out this other side. So this air tank has a valve in the back. It's already got one of them. Works pretty well, so I'm just gonna leave that alone. Also, it's got this air chalk hookup, so I like that. We're gonna leave that there. The only problem with this tank is on the other side, there is another drain valve over here, one of these same deals, and we have nice water dripping out of that. So we're gonna replace this one as well. There you have it. Second one's on. I don't know if you saw how much water came out, but there was a ton of water in that tank. That would have been a pain in the butt once it starts getting cold. But so now those tanks are drained. We'll probably build the air pressure up and just open those up to make sure that any other water that's in there can get sprayed out. But otherwise, this thing has new valves, and we're gonna go over to one of the other trucks and put these valves on that truck as well. So I'll see you there. Well guys, actually, after draining that one, and then these two up front, primary ones, we are not actually going to be replacing those. I don't think they leak at all, and no water came out of them, so I think that's a pretty dry system. So we're just going to leave them alone. If it's not broken, we're not going to fix it. So that should be it for this truck for now. Guys, I would highly recommend investing in a Milwaukee grease gun. Those things save your hands from having to pump a million times if you own more than one truck. It takes like 10 seconds to do, but like I said, if you have more than one truck, it's totally worth it. And if you guys are wondering why I said I grease these things pretty much weekly, because this is where all my grease goes. I do power only, and these trailers steal all my grease. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to this week's video. Next week, I believe we're going to do either day in the life of a drive-in / reefer truck driver, or we'll do a video doing a tour on the vehicles that I have right now. So depending on which one you'll see, drop that in the comments below. So take care, and I hope to see you there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. See you later.